Hey y'all, have you ever wondered what happens in someone's life that would make them want to turn to God and really be serious about serving God? I wonder about that sometimes with people because my situation, I know what happened in my life that made me say, okay, that's it. I ain't running no more. It's yes, Lord. It's yes, Lord. Whatever. To your will, to your way, whatever. I'm yours. I ain't going back to the world. So I just wanted to share my story. And if you want to share your story, please do. I would love to know your story. You can just leave something in the comments if you want to. If you want to make another video and tag me in it so I can see, so I can hear what made you say, okay, God, it's me and you now. Okay. So, I was raised up in the church. I've always been taught about God. I've always been taught about being saved and being a Christian and living for God. I was that backslider. I was the one that would go up there and get saved and then go home and get back to doing the mess I was doing. And, so I was a backslider. So in 2020, I got pregnant for the first time. Me and my husband had been married for about 15 years. And I was pregnant for the first time in my life. And I was 41 years old. Okay? So y'all already know I was shocked. I was so super happy. I was so happy about becoming a mother because I'm that auntie, that always raised, the nieces and the nephews, But so I was so excited about having my own first baby, And then of course too, being that me and my husband had been together so long, just me and him, it was special. So anyway, I went to y'all. I got me a little snack, y'all. So I'm gonna nibble a little bit. I hope y'all got y'all a snack while y'all listening to this video. If you don't, pause it right quick and go get you a snack. Come on back, okay? But anyway, so I went for a routine appointment. I was at 21 weeks. Went for just a regular appointment. Got into the doctor's office. They checked my blood pressure and all this blood pressure through the roof. Okay, so now everybody's nervous. Everybody's like, oh my gosh, da, da, da. Now I'm scared. And let me tell y'all some scary stuff. I was pregnant at the beginning of COVID, okay? March 4th of 2020, I found out that I was pregnant. And it was during COVID. Like most of my doctor's appointments, I went to by myself. That first doctor's appointment I had, and I'm so grateful for that first doctor's appointment before COVID got real, real bad, they allowed my husband and my niece to go in with me. So that was great. They got to see the baby on the, y'all know what I'm trying to say. What's the thing? Oh my gosh. Ultrasound. Sorry. Yeah, so they got to see the baby and everything. So that was very special. But honey, after that, no more. All my doctor's appointments were by myself. So I was in this appointment by myself, scared to death. Like, oh my God, what's going on? So they rushed me over to the hospital, to the women's center. And they were like, we've got to get this blood pressure down. We've got to get this blood pressure down. I'm going to tell y'all this. Long story short, when that doctor came in there to do the ultrasound and told me that they didn't hear my baby's heartbeat no more. And I'm sitting there listening too. I'm listening for the heartbeat too. We didn't hear my baby's heartbeat no more. I felt myself losing my mind. And I know I'm laughing, but I'm not laughing. It's just like, I know it sounds crazy that, how you feel yourself losing your mind. Baby, I felt myself slipping. When that doctor sat there and looked at me, I didn't hear no heartbeat. The doctor was like, I think we may have lost baby. Oh, I felt myself losing it. And I remember my mama always telling me, one thing my mama always said, she said a lot of things, but one particular thing that she always said that always stuck in my head was, you better pray to the Lord that he keeps your mind. And I felt myself losing my mind. I just felt myself losing it. Like I was going to lose it. And so it scared me because I'm like, okay, I don't want to lose my mind. I want to still, focus and still be me, still be myself. I don't want to lose my mind. So I told God right then, I said, if you will just keep my mind, I'll spread your word every day. I'll live for you every day. For the rest of my life, I will live for you. Please, just don't let me lose my mind. Please keep my mind. And y'all, I felt the help immediately. I had a nurse that was crying. And the Lord kept me just that quick. I couldn't even cry with her. The whole time I was in the hospital losing my baby, I did not cry, not one tear. I couldn't even cry. I was just thankful to God. I was just thankful to God for him keeping my mind. And I told him, if you are going to bring me this far, then I know you're not going to leave me now. You're going to bring me this far. You're going to let this baby grow inside of me for 5 months. And now she's being taken away from me. I know you have a reason. You have a purpose. And all I'm going to do is trust in you, because that's all I can do. Because without him, I just was nothing. I was nothing. So y'all see me sharing these Bible scriptures every day. That was the promise I made to God. I figured that would be one way that I know I could reach a whole lot of people every day by spreading his word that way. And I've been living for him ever since. So yeah, that's my story, y'all. That's why I love God. I mean, that's not the only reason why I love God, because he's always been there for me. But that's one of the reasons why I could no longer be a backslider. I can't turn away from him now, because like I said, I literally felt myself losing my mind. And he picked me up. He came right in and he picked me right up. I was at the hospital encouraging the nurses. The nurses were crying for me. They were sad for me. And I told them, I said, it's God's will. It's just his will. And when I got home from the hospital, baby, I had me a good old cry. Baby, I cried and I cried and I cried and I cried. Oh! And I cried. I cried for my baby. But after I got that cry out, I said, we're not gonna slip into nothing else. We're not gonna do no depression stuff. Nope, we're not. We're trusting in God. He's keeping our mind. He's keeping our bodies. He's keeping our heart. And that's what he's done. 5 years later, he's still keeping me. So yeah, y'all tell me your story. I want to know. What made you say yes to God? Love y'all.